You know, it's a cursed timeline when the largest name on the map is the Mongolian Khanate. Hello and welcome back to Kaiserreich. Let's zoom back in on our frontier against the Russian Republic under Baron Wrangel. I believe his name is, I believe it's a Baron, right? Piotr Wrangel. Still no description for him, which I find very strange. He's been in the game for quite a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was in Darkest Hours, sorry, Darkest Hour for, or Kaiserreich for Darkest Hour. Hotsvine, Darkest Hour, whatever it's called. Hotsvine 2, Darkest Hour, whatever. You know, the original Kaiserreich, I guess. I believe it's the original, right? It's at least where I first played Kaiserreich. And then when Hotsvine 4 came out, and then I saw Kaiserreich was coming out for Hotsvine 4, I was like, oh my god. The world has changed. Okay, so we have people hella out of organization here. We need to stop this frontline bullshit, because then shit like this happens. Okay, so we have a pretty decent encirclement here. We just need to hold it. And to do that, we need to push troops into them and pin them. Alright, now we should be good. Let's actually pin this guy as well. Sound like he said good day, mate. Alright. So many Finnish troops moving out of this tile here. He's attacking. Also, I thought for sure we're attacking this tile here. Oh yeah, dude, winter. I don't know if the Russians get a lot of winter specialization stuff, but the Finnish certainly do in their focus. Maybe we should start thinking about tanks. I'll do excavation because we might capture some resources when we get some more terrain here. Yeah, we're going to be capturing some industry, and also we're, you know, expanding our territory, so we're going to have more space. We're 100% taking Murmansk. Pechenga as well. We can probably start setting up some front lines again now. Oh god, this song is just so good. This, like, someone going ham on that flute. It reminds me of a song, I don't know exactly which one. It's, I believe it's in a Disney animated short or something, like from that 30s era of animation. Or 40s or whatever. You know, the old Disney animations, which were, like, they kicked ass. Like, I'm not talking like Steamboat Willie or whatever. I'm talking, like, oh, I think it's Goofy who goes, like, camping and stuff. Or Mickey who goes camping with Pluto and stuff like that. Those kinds of things. Might just literally be from the 60s or 50s, and I'm completely off on the date. But yeah, those amazing animations. Like animated films. There was like a song that reminds me of this. $345,000 losses against Finland. We've taken 88,000 losses against the Russians. Still, that should teach them. Russians should not invade Finland. Or, I mean, we invaded them. But they, to be fair, were indicating that they might at some point invade us in the future. So, honestly, we just preempted them. You know, we got ahead of them on that one. Yeah, this song is just unbelievably sick. Okay, let's set this army up here and reinforce that front so we can push in, gain a... so, you know, I keep saying this. War is all about setting strategic objectives and then working towards achieving them. So here, the reason I'm sending these guys up here is because we don't really need them to hold anything here. So they're kind of being useless unless they're actually being sent specifically to achieve an objective. And that objective right now is to push in here. Just have as many troops as possible, push in as soon as possible, and take all this territory so we can collapse the front line like this. From that point on, we can set new objectives like pushing inwards and try to capture some industry which might have been moved towards the Urals. Like, for example, this state has 5 unlocked slots, so does this one. We do want Nizhny Novgorod, since we can't get Moscow. That's been taken by the Ruthenians right now. Sure wish we had something to spend our political power on. You just send attachés to, like, literally everyone. Oh, hold on. Back in business. Okay, so democracy won in the United States, and we did not have a new American, or we did not have an American Caesar. So now the question is, what will their foreign policy be? Neutrality, focus on America, or joining the war and building up essentially an American world order, like soft power and all that. it's like this is pretty scary, but he's not insurmountable. Like Ungern von Sternberg being, you know, the Sauron of Kaiserreich, he is scary in general, but right now he is losing a lot of manpower and he's running out. Unless he somehow gets cores on a lot of territory, which he might, because, you know, his focus tree is literally insane. I don't think he's gonna be like an existential. Dude, why not? Let's do air stuff. Gotta do it eventually. Yeah, let's also get these guys on the line. Honestly, we have taken a lot of territory, but it's not enough. If we're ever going to be in a situation where we can fight, for example, Germany, we need way more. How come this guy was so strong, like this division? Who knows, dude? The Dominionists win in South Africa. This seems to happen basically every game. Song's also a banger. But every time I say like a song is good, I just hope that it's not, you know, about violently slaughtering, you know, your enemies and all that. We have extra naval, Wait, where did you get the dockyards from? Oh, of course, Arkhangelsk. Let's just do more submarines. The B class was the So this was the mine layer, wasn't it? No, the wait, so yeah, the A class is oh no, the B class is the longer ranged one. We need to create a mine laying one as well. This song is also really good, but most Irish songs are. Like Irish folk music, Irish, Scottish, and British folk music as well. It's just, I don't know, it's so good. This is obviously like a nationalist song. Oh, my bad. Nation once again. Let's listen to it again then. You actually need to hold and assist. Do not push in, also assist. We'll just have him push in there actually and have this guy push in that way. Oh, there we are. So the Russian fleet, when we took Arkhangelsk, they were all based here. The Russian fleet was then pushed out into the sea, so now our submarines are fighting them. Probably not a good idea. In fact, I think we'll probably pull them away from here, considering we are no longer even... Like, we no longer even need to be here, because they don't have any ports here, so we can't raid anything. Anything else we can spend our political power on? And if you know, please do let me know in the comments, because I'm struggling to find something to dump all this stuff into. Probably remove the land fort construction person here, max entrenchment. Yeah, probably let's see, replace this with artillery would be good. Yes, this is good, because we're probably going to be designing artillery as well, so that is going to apply to the new design. So first we want to do computing for the research speed. You know, the snowball theory and all that. We lost 4 submarines, they lost 21 convoys. Pretty much worth it, I think. Well, actually, no, at this point, no, it is not worth it, because convoys aren't going to make the difference anymore with Russia. Because they can't actually use them, or like they can't actually retrieve or receive any supplies anyway, so convoys will have literally no impact. You stop that. We should have some like immensely veteran units. Nah, we don't. They're getting like a lot of experience, but I think they're taking so many losses that it's all getting sort of cancelled out. It's all trickling out. Maybe a field hospital would be a good idea with our current situation. The main use of a field hospital is not in fact to prevent casualties. It is in fact to maintain the experience level. Because essentially, if you well, which will then prevent casualties, obviously. So, if you take losses in this game, your the new men that reinforce will basically lower the experience because they will be green. They'll be pulled from the reserves, and that will then cause further losses because they will get that minus 25% bonus, or you know, get pushed further towards getting that minus 25% malus, I would say. Oh, there's a veteran class called Ikuturso. Cool. The class of submarines that we created afterwards, or later on. Like, it's named the same thing. So this submarine squadron, third squadron, is going to consist exclusively of A-class submarines. We're going to make it 10 A-class submarines. Once the B-class and C-class start rolling out, we'll create squadrons of them as well. I'm going to stop training any divisions. And the reason for that is that I'm going to upgrade our designs, I think. Or I'm going to basically standardize everything so that all our divisions are using these same designs. And maybe I'll create a new design for this army, second army, and have that one, since that is the holding army at the moment, like line holding army, have that one be reduced in terms of what it needs. I'll do that between episodes, though. Don't need this, but I'll do it still. So that brings us down to U-boats. Probably don't need any of the stuff going on right now, any planes or anything, because the Russians are so thoroughly beaten. Honestly, when are they going to capitulate? It should be any moment now, actually. Oh, there you go, 100%. Yeah, they should capitulate any moment now. There we go. So, we gotta decide how we're gonna do this. Pass a bunch to get the points necessary to give out all the territory we can to everyone who deserves it. So, the German Empire clearly should take this stuff. And then they can do whatever they want with it. I'll do that for now, and then Ukraine probably won't take anything. Because the rest will be administrated by Germany, or they'll, you know, figure out what to do with it. This stuff, I mean, Persia did fight in the war. I don't know if they would actually take any territory. The Khanate definitely needs to take some. So we need to give them territory. Let's see, where are they? There they are. The Japanese needs territory, so they'll take this. Seems appropriate, I think. Maybe like this. Yeah. The Mongolians take a lot of it. Pretty much everything to the Urals should go to Mongolia, because that's what they controlled. And I don't see Ungern-Sternberg really relenting on peace negotiations and, you know, giving back that territory. We should have Murmansk. All this stuff should go to us. We'll take that first of all, and then, or to begin with, and then the German Empire should take this stuff. I think we should give them this as well. Something like this, I think, might be appropriate for the final Finnish borders. We won't take Moscow. We didn't take that, so that goes to Germany. Oh, dude, having those resources would be insanely good. Maybe that, and then... I mean, okay, so we gotta take all the way to the Urals. Maybe we'll hold the Urals, and then the rest goes to Mongolia and Germany. This goes to Persia, maybe? Like that, and... So, a lot of this stuff might get balkanized. Like Germany, I could see balkanizing Russia a bit. Like that. I think that probably is fine. I'm gonna save the game though, in case it isn't. Okay. And turn. This Mongolian Khanate is gonna look fucking scary, dude. Done. So, you might be saying, you know, surely Kingdom of Ukraine and all that, those should get territory, but that's up to the Germans. They deal with all that stuff. Now, we now hold an incredibly long land border with the German Empire, which we cannot even hope to defend. So our defense strategy for now should be... See if we took any equipment, but our defense strategy should be for now to create certain like defensive zones. Like Petrograd is a defensive zone. We'll hold this river here, for example. This is a defensive zone. We already have that one. And then I think stuff like the river here could be a defensive zone. And this river here. And then we'll use those to like gradually pull back and perform some defense in depth. Game is lagging a lot because I think a lot of territorial division is happening right now. Yep, there you go. Don Kuban Union liberated under Germany. Alash Orda, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan liberated, or quote-unquote liberated, under the Mongolian Khanate. Non-aggression pact is over. And yeah, there you go. White Ruthenia got some territory, I think. The Germans are sorting all that stuff out. So, that does take us towards the end of the video, though. So as the balkanization is happening, I'll do my end of video spiel. Check the description for links to relevant stuff, such as my social media, Discord, and Twitter, and also Twitch now, where I might be streaming in the future, so please give me a follow. Also Patreon if you want to support me, and the Humble Bundle Humble Bundle store links will also support me. There you go, Russian Empire. Those will also support me if you purchase any games from those links. That gives me a small kickback. Ivan the 8th, no, the 7th. Ivan. The Germans have some territory left here. I think that's because of the border gore that I have committed. Horrible, horrible atrocities. Don't worry, the Germans will be sure to correct that in a short time when the war between us and the Germans begins. Do the defend democracy. They haven't done... Okay, so they actually have two options only. Alright, well, that is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.